So this year has been totally crazy. From opening Florida back up, which was huge because most people that know what we've done before with that, we had to close it the first time, to launching and really pushing GrowCom, to launching a Stand Comfortable apparel, to both businesses growing exponentially faster than we ever expected. So we're going to kind of show you a brief overview of this whole year in video.
Today we're talking about the landscaping division, all of the parts of the shop, the yard, the trucks, what we have, what we use. This thing, when digging, replaces 2 to 3 guys. People are talking about debt and buying these different little pieces of equipment. Person who makes just okay money is going to make at least 30 grand a year. My payments on this are not anywhere near that. And this thing outworks 2 people, and it goes out every day. I got something that I'm going to tell you about that's going to change our business. This is brand new to our company. We needed bins because of how much material we go through. We go through 5 to 7 semi-loads of mulch a year. We just needed an area to tidy things up so we could get it in the very back of the yard. This is going to be topsoil, but right now I just put junk mulch in it, CA7 or turkey grit.
This is about building wealth, building the team around you, building their money, being successful, and living a quality life along the way. Make sure the people you're listening to are building what you think you would like to have, and not just the company, the life. It takes guts, courage, and extremely hard work to build a business. This isn't something to go into, especially if you're wanting to scale it up. You can provide an awesome life doing the solo thing, and that's a great way too, but it still takes guts and courage. Just like it takes to build a team, it all takes work. Charge what you need to charge without feeling. I know if you've ran a business and you've ever gave anybody a quote in your entire life, there's been a time where you've wondered, was it too expensive? You need to have the prices that support the life, the family, the team that are successful. The feelings about whether someone's gonna like that or not need to be thrown to the wayside.
How's Jeff doing today?
Oh, this is great.
Yeah?
Greatest boss you ever seen right here.
Hey, there you go. Sweet. I didn't even know I was going to get that. I swear I didn't pay him to say it. Huh?
I'll get that 50 later. Bro.
We're going to do a walkthrough of a huge project we're working on right now and kind of keep you up to date on what's going on in our winter work, how we're keeping guys working. And luckily we're blessed with pretty good weather and projects you can do in the off season if done correctly. This is a retaining wall project we're working on. This house, all this stuff was built afterwards, so none of this is actually like supporting the house. We had to get the okay and find out that first. As you can see, this is our little land bridge. This isn't even my project, this is Jess's project. But I was getting shown pictures of this and I'm like, this isn't steep. It's not that bad. Right here is where things got sketchy. We had to go around this corner and we had to actually elevate and build this up so it was flat because our excavator wanted to slide into this tree. The whole back side of this house had wood timbers all the way down through there and just all kinds of rubble all thrown in around this house. Basically, the very first portion of this job we sold a second time, and then we sold a third time in add-ons. So this job is 3 times bigger than it started out to be.
Three, not 6, 3 points that help you keep great employees. Show a clear path to advancement from the start. I have this isn't the right paper to do this. I have this paper. You offer them a $15 an hour job, and I offer them a $15 an hour job with my advancement sheet. My advancement sheet shows every piece of what you need to do to move through the company, to start as a $15 an hour laborer and to advance through to potentially high-end foreman with his 401k, health insurance that's contributed to, the commission incentives. What do you think's better? Do you think the clear path from the beginning to advancement, or just the job that gets thrown out? And like that, it hit me. What other industry do I know? I know the lawn care and landscape industry. I know it's a huge industry. I know people build huge companies in it. And I just so happen to have a weed eater, a mower, and a blower for my own lawn. I'm gonna start a lawn care business. I was looking for something I could build. I wanted to start a body shop because I know that industry really, really well, and it intrigued me. I wanted to start something on my own and figure it out. I get so obsessed with anything I want to create that I find a way. If you talk to my dad's best friend, he'll always say, he's like, anything you do, you don't stop until you figure it out.
this is gonna be really cool. This is something I've been wanting to do. I really wanna track the journey more on the Florida startup. Week one's been crazy. We've been working on a million different things. We've been just really focused on meet people, expand. What we've really accomplished that's awesome is I've connected with the same guy that used to do our landscape concrete edging before. I've also connected with a landscape company. Both of those companies can do tear outs, installs. I don't have a dump trailer. I don't have all the assets to do all the big projects, and I don't necessarily want to get them really quick when I can sell a bunch of work and start ramping up really quickly, sub to some really trusted people, plus be able to go there, make sure everything's right, go plant the plants, start hiring team members so we've got the help to do these things. And as quickly as it's going, I thought it was going to be maybe a little bit slower, but it's just flying. Never operated out of an enclosed trailer before, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but we got the solar panels up on top. It's nothing flashy. I don't do anything flashy ever. And I'm just really intrigued by starting off going this way and not using all of this gas stuff. I get obsessed with things and I get really intrigued by new ideas. And this battery equipment I've always wanted to try it, but I wanted it to be more under my supervision.
We are talking about, what were we talking about? I don't even remember what we're talking about. We're talking about not consistency, determination, commitment. As a business owner, you will dominate the person who kind of loosely commits to things and then doesn't show up. If you just show up every time, you tell someone you're going to do something and you do it. That's the best quality. One of the biggest qualities I look for in people are people who say they will do something and then they follow that up with doing something. I will bend over backwards if I tell you I'm going to do something, to do it. I will bend over backwards to prove to you that I commit to what I tell you I'm going to do and that I'm going to make it happen.
I'm in the shop in Illinois. So we're here for my wife because she does birth photography and videography. She's freaking so passionate about it. We're here for one of her last clients before we go back to Florida. That's why I've been here. If you find yourself as an employer and in a position where you're employed and you always struggle at knowing what to do or how to figure out how to get through a tough situation, you probably shouldn't start a business, because that's like every day, figure out the problem. I'm in the back shop. It's kind of messy. We've been organizing. You know, Todd's got his little projects. There's one of our mowers. That's one of the ones he's working on. There's another one he's working on back there. I haven't been here, so this is how this has been going without me here. How clean they've been keeping it, how organized they've been keeping it. One of our big landscape trucks. This is a truck that I lease. Here's one of the trailers, some stuff they did on Friday when it was pouring rain. Mini skidster. We always dump all our rock that we take out of landscape beds in these areas because the mud at a landscape shop is just constant.
So 2 weeks ago, awesome week. Things have been crazy ever since, and there's so many things I'm watching and keeping my eye on, so many balls. I let this one slip. I let the week recap go. It marked our best week in overall sales so far. There's a couple really important things. One's the marketing to get the sales, and then once the sale has been made, the production of the actual work. Those three things are what keeps the wheels rolling. We had just over $23,000 in total sales. We sold our biggest landscape job in Florida for $13,391. I'm back in Illinois. We had to travel back for a couple weeks, and I'm a little sniffly with all the cold weather change. It's so weird being in an area that all of a sudden it's freezing again when you're used to 90-degree weather all the time. So it marked in Florida the biggest week of sales yet. We had so much opportunity coming in. So many things were happening. It also marked a lot of other goals that we'd actually hit. Take some dates with my wife is a very important thing. So we were able to do that. You know, getting the business buyout pricing and deductions prepped for our next payments on the business we bought last year, I was able to do that. So many things were happening. But overall, for Florida, it was such a successful week, and it was so good to see these projects sell. It was so good to start seeing more and more applications come in for people wanting to potentially work and see that it's there. The potential is there. This job was sold on pricing just like we would in Illinois. A lot of our mowing, it's doing the same thing. Like, we're pricing price levels that people said we would not be able to charge.
We're talking about the tools you need to get your landscape business started. No, I know everybody wants this video to be the right excavators, the right skidsters. The most important things are physical tools, our physical attributes, I guess. Characteristics, the things about you that you need to bring to the table. That's persistence. If you're gonna build and start a landscaping company, and really this is This is essential for any company. You have to be able to be persistent. You need a self-accountability that is second to none. Where a lot of people have to have bosses, management, you have to actually have an internal system. When you don't want to fucking do it, you still do it anyway. This is such an important tool to keep in your mental toolbox, that knowing just on the other side, freaking worst challenge, oh, it's so hard you want to give up, is everything you ever wanted.
It's so easy to look to the right and to the left and see what others are doing, listen to others complain about employee problems. There's so many things that if you just look at what others are doing, it's just like your pricing. Don't look at others' pricing and mimic it. It's not about being the most cost effective for everybody. It's about being the right fit for the right people. Don't mimic anything. Be your own company. Offer your own values. Be above and beyond everyone else. So if you're going for growth, think with a growth mindset. What are you doing to actively not pay any attention? Because we're not here to compete. We're here to fucking win. Like, I don't care about my competition. I mean, I hope they're all right. I'm here to get it all. I want all the market. I want the whole share. I want to own every area we're a part of. I don't want to compete. I want to dominate. I think you need to do both. I think you need to push out. I think you need to figure out high profit margin jobs. For example, here in Florida, we started a business. We're gonna cut lawns, but we're also gonna landscape. And now all of our revenue, month 2, is $2,000 from lawns and 25 or 26 or 24 something thousand from landscaping. It's the same way back in Illinois. We had to buy a maintenance business just to continue getting that revenue quick from the maintenance because our landscaping grows so fast. In one of Mike Andy's videos, I noticed he made the correlation that a lot of the top 100 are all maintenance. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of maintenance. There's a lot of different things. That's why there's a lot of stuff that's like franchise, like Brightview, that's went huge. But on that list, as he was scaling down, there was Juniper very close up in the top, right across from me. And they started out having a ton of landscaping, and they just scaled that exponentially. And then they went over and started buying lawn care accounts to try to even things out. I think it's wrong to not have both. I think you need multiple revenue streams that are very similar. That doesn't mean you have to do the highest tier construction in the world. You don't offer everything to everybody. You offer the things that you are good at, that you can build and you can package out on the construction side of things. You might not be able to do pavers and retaining walls, but you may be able to do every aspect on a big job besides that.
My mission is to add more value to everyone I'm around than I ever thought possible. In GrowCom, I want to bring every secret, everything I know that made my first business a multi-million-dollar business, my second business in 3 months start doing 50,000 in revenue. All the learning experiences I have from all the conferences, all the things I've been to, I want to bring that to that group. I don't want to, I will bring that to that group. To my employees, I want to take all of these events, all of these things, all of this work I put in to try to be better. I'm going to bring that in value by growing our company, by doing more, by raising their level of opportunity, raising their pay, making it where our company, like you couldn't go work for a lawn and landscape company and be in that same pay scale.
Happy birthday, Jacob. Hope you have a good one.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Jacob. Don't get too wild now. Don't work too hard.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Happy birthday, Jacob. Hope you have a great weekend.
Happy birthday. It's not as important as mine.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
And you're the best boss ever. I hope you have a really great birthday.
Happy birthday, Jacob. I hope it's a good one. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jacob. I hope you have the best day ever. You totally deserve it.
Have a great one, man. Have fun and be safe.
No. Thank you for everything.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Hey Godar, just want to take the time to say happy birthday and hope you have a wonderful day.
Hey man, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. I hope you have an awesome day.
I wouldn't be where I'm at without you, and I'm beyond grateful to have you in my life. So, love you tons.
You deserve everything. You work your ass off for, man. So enjoy your birthday, brother.
We hope that you have the very best day ever. You deserve it. You are wonderful, and we all love you.
Good morning. Just want to wish you a happy birthday and you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Angle right. We're going to talk about something cool. Growing a business. That's it. I'm going to tell you what I have done in mine. This is Florida, to go from 0 to 50K a month
in 3 months. I didn't create something that was doing $50,000 a month and it'd be a flash in the pan. I created something that was gonna do $50,000 a month and it was gonna keep doing that. It's gonna keep growing. This month, we're gonna do even more. Then we're gonna do even more. My goal is $100,000 a month by the end of the year. A lot of it's your mentality. It's the 6 inches between your ears. You need to get your mind right that you can sell projects, you can sell this stuff, that you are worthy of making the money. The main thing, all the bullshit, all the stuff, this is not big business. It's big when you're not used to having a business, but this is not big, and you got to get your mind over that so you can realize and get there quick. For the first 2 to 3 years, my employees, if they worked overtime, they made more money than me. But I saw the long game, and now you see what you can do in such a short amount of time to grow your business and start getting revenue out of that. And what does this equate to you? Well, I want 10%. So that looks like 60 grand a year. If it's $1 million, it looks like 100. If it's 2 million, it looks like 200,000. If it's 10 million, it looks like $1 million a year of income. And I could tell you how to do this on a broke budget or you have money or however you want to do this. But think about sales and marketing. Get involved in everything. Do everything you can do free. Do everything that you can do that you can afford paid. Do door hangers. Knock on doors. Be aggressive. Go to network meetings. To keep you doing these 2 things, the trick is that you don't get, I can't fucking read it anyway, but when you stop having enough time to do sales and marketing because you're working too much in the field, keep getting employees so you can focus on what matters. That's what grows your business.
We have so much going on because so many exciting things are happening in our lives. We are in that 30-day waiting period before we close on our house in Cape Coral, Florida, because the house that we're renting is being sold by the landlord.
If you have had a struggle with trying to grow, if you've thought there wasn't enough employees, I don't think there's enough money, have all these things, all these challenges in your business, this is the one thing that I would look at, that I would put into my life earlier, that would have changed, it would have exploded, it would have grown my business. And this message has really been prompted by, I just did a GrowCom call about this last Friday. It was really, really good, really well received. We got some really cool questions afterwards that really sparked my interest around this topic. That's what made me know I need to say this message for a YouTube video. But you can listen to this message, you can say one over here, be like, no, that's total bullshit. Or you can be over here on this side and say, I'm gonna listen to this, I'm gonna act on this. Because in reality, I don't care what side you're on, investing and understanding that this is everything in your business, is in your life, that will take you so far. You can act like, no, it's not, but the reality is it is everything. Mindset is what we're talking about. Your mindset, the way you believe, the way you perceive, what you see, what you think, what you do, is everything. You always see these people that are landing these huge jobs, or they're hiring all kinds of people, or they're growing like crazy. You know the difference between you and them? And this is the part that hurts. This is why people want to write this off and act like, no, this isn't real. The difference between you and them is they believe they can, and you don't. And that's why this message sucks, because it hurts that you see people doing shit and you want to be doing it, and you realize you just don't believe in yourself enough. What you put in here is inevitably what you put out, and that's what comes out when you sell jobs. That's what comes out when you grow your company. That's what comes out as you talk as a leader. A lot of people don't believe they're worth it. They don't value themselves. That was a big part of my call. I'm looking at my call notes. We don't believe we're worth it, and therefore we devalue ourselves and we don't sell as much as we can. And we don't believe we're capable of it. Okay? We don't believe we're capable of maybe some of these big jobs. Bottom line is you have to decide you're capable of it. You have to decide you're worth it. If you want to grow, you want to get bigger. If you're watching this because the original issues, not enough money, not growing the business, having these challenges, if you want to grow and you want to get bigger, you have to decide you are worth it. And what you have to do is you have to look at, who do I have to become to be the person where I want to go? Maybe you're watching this, you want a $1 million business. Maybe you want to have a $200,000 business. Maybe you want to have a $500,000 business. Maybe you want to have 10, 100. Who do I have to become? That's what's great about this life, is this life we get to live, that we only get to live once. We get to look at the people we want to become. We get to do all these things to go on that journey.